Hi everyone, my name is Brianna Mitchell and today I'm going to be presenting to you assessment terminology. It's important to understand what types of assessments there are and how we can use them in our classroom. So the first assessment we're going to look at together is a literacy assessment. Literacy assessments collect data on a student's overall reading score using comprehension, fluency, vocabulary, and their overall reading accuracy. An example could be using the Developmental Reading Assessment, or the DRA, which is something that I use with my kindergartners to determine their reading score. This can be used when necessary throughout the year, but my school uses it beginning, middle, and end to see their progress. Literacy assessments help determine if and when there is a need for intervention and remediation. And the reading specialist role is to help give support to the classroom teacher and provide them research-based strategies, resources, and assessments to help increase their reading skills. As students become familiar with literacy assessments, they're going to see their progress throughout the year, and it's going to help them gain confidence as readers. The next assessment is a language assessment. Language assessments help determine how a student understands and uses a desired language. This can be as simple as a student listening to a story from a teacher and then being asked questions afterwards. Now, it's important to keep these questions easy because this is an assessment to determine how they're using and understanding the language rather than their comprehension of the story. Language assessments help teachers determine where students are going to fall in terms of levels of intervention and with what appropriate specialists. And the reading specialist role in language assessments is to form a learning plan for students using the data to help increase their proficiency. When students are using and becoming familiar with language assessments, they're going to grow as readers, writers, and communicators, and they're going to see their own progress. The next one is a diagnostic test. Diagnostic tests determine a student's strengths and weaknesses across all subjects. Now for reading, an example could be the Diagnostic Assessment of Reading, or DARS, and this focuses on strengths and weaknesses of key reading skills. And diagnostic tests will determine what skills need intervention and remediation, as well as what students need those services. Now, the reading specialist role is to place students into groups using the diagnostic test data, and they're going to use those groups to figure out what remediation and intervention is needed. When students take these diagnostic tests, they're pretty much dependent upon itself because they're familiar with the progress and they're going to assess and see their own improvement. Now the next one is remediation. Now remediation is reteaching. It's the act of reteaching content because you want to guide students toward mastery of whatever you're teaching. So an example of this could be pulling groups of students after a reading lesson because you just talked about setting and you want to see if they understand what setting is. And if they don't, that's when you can implement remediation. Now, a student who is in remediation may also need intervention, so it's important to relay that to the specialists. Now, the reading specialists in remediation can give this classroom teacher guidance and support and give them new instructional strategies to use toward remediation. When students are interacting with remediation, they're getting new content taught to them in new ways than before. So it's more appealing to them, it's more interesting, and it can help increase those connections toward the material. The next one is intervention. Intervention, unlike remediation, targets specific learning skills that students need. Now, this could be a kindergarten teacher pulling a small group after a phonics lesson to work on phonics more in depth using the Foundations program. So classroom teachers can use this every day, as well as reading specialists, because the reading specialist role, they may also have their own daily or weekly group. So they can create groups and facilitate lessons and target those specific skills that students need improvement on. When students are getting intervention, they're getting one-on-one instruction, which is going to help them increase with the connection of the material. And our last one we're going to talk about today is progress monitoring. Progress monitoring is super important because it collects and tracks student improvement data over time. So an example could be using running records, fluency checks, even the DRA. You're using these as a way to track student progress. Now, Progress monitoring helps determine when students meet their goal, if they're working hard but still need more intervention, and it can also determine if students can be placed on a new tiered level. Now, the reading specialist can assist in monitoring student progress as well. And when students are involved in progress monitoring, they have a responsibility to their education. So it's their initiative and their involvement in progress monitoring that helps them improve. So that is all I have for you today. Thank you so much. If you have any questions, please let me know.